Hello Eurovision fans, thank you so much for coming to my channel. Today I would like to start a new series which is Eurovision Song Battle, where I compare two songs from the Eurovision Song Contest, giving points to different aspects of the song and performance, or songs and performances in this case. And I thought, what better place to start than with Loreen's two amazing songs for Eurovision. Tattoo, which is the big favorite to win Eurovision this year, 2023. And Euphoria, which is of course a classic of Eurovision and a winner from 2012. Now, before I start giving points and analyzing, I have to say I love both of these performances. Giving a point to one and not the other doesn't mean I don't like the other song. It's just a fun thing I want to do. So if you don't agree with me, let me know in the comments, but it's really just my opinion. And I have to say, I love both of these songs very, very much. I have a very special connection to Euphoria. I still remember 11 years ago watching this performance for the very first time, I guess after the Melody Festival in semi-final, and thinking, this is a Eurovision winner, this is so fresh, so cool, so different. I really loved it. And I think it was also the first song ever I listened to on Spotify. So it's just something that gives me a lot of nostalgia also listening to it. I've been listening to it for 11 years. It has never gotten old or felt out of date or old-fashioned. So it's a really good song. And Tattoo, I'm just so happy that we have a song like this in Eurovision. It is a favorite for a reason. It's not my absolute favorite this year, and Euphoria wasn't my favorite in 2012. My favorite this year is Marco Mengoni Due Vite, if he keeps that song. My favorite in 2012 was Željko Joksimović, Nije ljubav stvar. But both times, I think Loreen will be number 2 if Carrier doesn't kick her off the second spot this year. We'll see. Okay, so let's get to analyzing. I have thought of different aspects that I want to look at and then compare the two songs. Now, the aspect I want to start with is the staging. Now, Euphoria, of course, has an iconic stage show. It's not just a song that is a classic, it's also the show. She does a lot of distinct and very interesting dance moves, something we hadn't seen on a Eurovision stage before. The crab walk comes to mind, which I find really, really cool. Then the snow coming in. I still remember that during the jury show, she swallowed one of these snowflakes, these fake snowflakes, and had to cough. And the whole fandom went crazy saying that she was going to lose against the Russian grandmas because the juries weren't going to give her points. And that didn't happen, thankfully. I think I also love Euphoria even more because she prevented the Russian grandmas from winning, which I wouldn't have liked at all. So yeah, the staging with the dancer coming in, lifting her up from behind, and you hadn't seen the dancer. It's just so effective and amazingly done. And as I said, quite simple. There aren't any props on stage. It's really effective, even though there's not a lot of material going into it. Tattoo is a bit different. It is an amazing performance. It's Grammy-worthy, as I say in my reaction video. The platform is an amazing idea. It looks like a music video. And as the song builds, the platform lifts and she can do a lot of things with the platform. So it's quite interesting. I do think it's also a bit more static, which doesn't help the energy of the song. So I think that Euphoria wins this round of the battle, and so I'm giving 1 point to Euphoria for the staging. Now, the next round is performance, and this is more how she is performing, what she is doing. I think that the staging in Tattoo doesn't really help her that much because, as I said, it's a bit more static than Euphoria was. So Euphoria seems way more energetic and full of passion. So I do think that Euphoria is a better performance as such. However, in Tattoo, you really notice that 11 years have passed and she has gained a lot of experience because you can see that she knows what she's doing. During the break, After the Arabic music comes in and she sings, I just want to be loved, there's a lot of emotion you can see on her face, which in Euphoria you didn't have that much. It was more clean. So that's something I really prefer in the Tattoo performance. It's just also very effective. And so in the end, I think I have to give 1 point to each of the two performances. Now, round number 3, the lyrics. Like, Euphoria has very effective lyrics and interesting lyrics. It's about being in love, being euphoric. We sail into infinity. Reaching for divinity is something that is fresh. I feel like it's not a trite pop lyric just written to accompany a song. They did think about what they were saying, but I do think that Tattoo has a bit more of a message. She just wants to be loved. She's stuck on someone, or someone is stuck on her like a tattoo. And it kind of tells a story of impossible love. But there's also hope that at some point it will be possible. They can be together and can be in love. So I think this one, Tattoo, actually wins because I like the lyrics just a bit more. And I feel like they tell a bit more of a story than Euphoria does. The voice, her voice in both performances, I think that she is very, very competent in both of them. In Euphoria, she moved around a lot and hit all the notes perfectly. In Tattoo, there were a few moments where I thought she has to improve her diction. I didn't quite get what she was saying. And there was this one moment in the semifinal where the voice almost cracked. But she had the stage invader as well and continued on very professionally. So I think overall her voice hasn't lost the power, and she hasn't lost the control that she always had. So I am giving 1 point to both Tattoo and Euphoria when it comes to the voice. Now, round number 5 is the song, and I have decided to split that up into 3 sub rounds because I just think the song is the most important part of the whole package. And the first sub-round, 5.1, is melody and hook. Euphoria has this beaming melody. Euphoria. And the up is just... Sorry, I'm not going to sing anymore. Sorry. It's just iconic. It has been around for 11 years and it hasn't gotten old at all. And I love that. However, with Tattoo, and I've said that in the reaction video, I really don't like the hook. I think it cheapens the whole performance a little bit. The melody I like, but the hook really kind of takes a little bit of perfection out of the song for me. So I am giving this point to Euphoria. Round 5.2 is the structure of the song. I feel like both of them have quite a similar structure. It starts kind of slow, then builds. Both of them build during the chorus, and then there's this middle part, a break in Euphoria, the part where she falls onto the floor. In Tattoo, it's the part where the Arabic sounds come in a little bit. Both of them, I love how the crescendo in the chorus really puts that energy of the songs into your body with both of them. So I really like the structures of both of these songs, and I'm giving 1 point to each for that reason. Now, lastly, Originality. I said that both songs are quite similar, but one came 11 years before the other. And I do think that Euphoria was much more of an original take, at least at Eurovision, than Tattoo is. Tattoo seems like a continuation of Euphoria, only 11 years on. And that is why I am giving this point to Euphoria. Now, oh, it's actually 4 subgroups. Sorry, I was wrong. 4 subgroups, because I also want to give 1 point to the overall song. And here I have to say, I mean, both of them were my number 2 out of almost 40 songs in a Eurovision year. So I think both of them actually deserve 1 point, which is why I'm giving 1 point to Tattoo and 1 to Euphoria. And so the first winner of this Eurovision Song Battle is Euphoria with 7 points against Tattoo's 5 points. Do you agree with me on this, or do you think that Tattoo is a much better song? Let me know in the comments, but also let me know why you think that Tattoo is better, or why you think Euphoria deserves even more points. And if you want more content like this one, I'm going to do more song battles, at least if you liked this video. I also do reviews of the Eurovision songs. I do lyric interpretations, videos on Eurovision history, explaining different rules of the contest. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, come back for my next video, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.